First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thank you for joining us. We always appreciate you being here. We are live every weekday starting around 1 p.m. and going throughout the afternoon, covering a wide range of topics. But something you have seen us talking about is the Oregon Charity Championship Golf Tournament coming up on October 7th. And it's going to involve a number of different nonprofits and charitable organizations from the area who are going to be competing for a prize. But as part of that, we get to talk to them and find out about the amazing work that they do and more about all of these organizations, especially if you didn't know about them. You're going to find out about it right now. And one of those happens to be the Chelsea Hicks Foundation. And we're joined now by founder and executive director Alison Hicks. And Alison, thank you very much for being here today. Number one, really appreciate that. And on top of that, just for that information, to give everybody an idea in case they don't know, would you mind telling us just a little bit about the Chelsea Hicks Foundation and how it got started and what it is that you're doing for so many people?
Sure thing. We started the Chelsea Hicks Foundation because of the journey our family took with cancer. My youngest daughter, Chelsea, who we named the organization after, battled stage 4 Wilms tumor cancer and unfortunately passed away just after her 5th birthday. That was back in 2009. And she was such a big personality that she did dress up on the floor and brought the other kids and involved them like crazy. And so it was really her inspiration of sharing her costumes and toys with the other kids on the floor and getting them to do parades and really seeing firsthand that therapeutic ability to kind of change your mindset and live in that moment. And so after she passed away, we really wanted to be able to give back to other families that were still going through the fight and give them something fun and silly and something that they would have done when they were home as a family and with their friends. And so we created Chelsea's Closet so that we could take a mobile dress-up closet into the hospital every month and share costumes, toys, and accessories with the kids and let them pick out to their heart's content anything that they wanted to be, to dress up and play and be silly and just bring that childhood back into them when it's such a sterile environment in the hospital.
Wow. I mean, first off, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
That's absolutely. And, but taking that legacy, of your daughter and what she was doing there and having that continue on here for all of these other children, because as you mentioned, it's a sterile environment, but there's no underestimating the power of fun and silly, as you just mentioned. I mean, that's, once you get that going, then that can change a lot of things, and that's really amazing what you're able to do. So you bring it in once a month. You've got, I'm sure, all of these clothes and costumes and things for the kids to wear and try on. How do you go about collecting those, just as an organizational standpoint, on having those on hand?
From an organizational standpoint, we try and get businesses to come on board with us and do costume drives. Having the ability to go out to different networks really helps us get the word out. We don't do a ton of marketing because we're a very small organization. So getting the community support and doing costume drives for us and pajama drives and slippers, it's amazing. We serve children newborn to 20 years of age. So we have a wide variety of sizing that we need. And when people think of dress up, they really think of kids between the age of 3 and 7. It's amazing how many teens want something fun and silly to do. And there's great onesie pajamas out there. And then also babies. Parents don't always know what the outcome is going to be for their child. So they can have some fun, really non-medical pictures of their child dressed up. They love that. It gives them that hope. It gives them that inspiration to make it through that day. And so we really try and connect with as many companies as we can to hold us costume drives or high school groups doing costume drives. That's really the big way that we get our costumes as toys and accessories.
That's great. I mean, I can tell you, I am not 3 to 7 years old, and I still like dressing up and having my costume. So Halloween's my favorite time of year. So yeah, that's
excellent.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the age, but so costume drives is something that people can do. Then is bring their costumes in and donate those to you. Is that what I'm understanding for a costume drive?
Yes, everything has to be new because of the kids that have a suppressed immune system.
Gotcha.
They need to be able to have a new costume. So we always try and take advantage of the year-end end of Halloween sales and
Yeah.
all of that. And same with the pajamas. Teens love pajama pants. So, you wouldn't think of that most often, but pajama pants, silly slippers, jerseys, those types of things are great for the older kids. And then any types of costumes for the rest.
What do you think is one of the most important things for the public to know about the Chelsea Hicks Foundation that maybe they don't know already?
Probably, we've been around for 15 years and we have served more than 25,000 children in our time. And we are a very, very small organization as far as staff. We're staffed by 2.5 people. So we do the work of many through our volunteers that come in and help us, and then through our staff that works many, many hours. So if you have volunteer time, we can always use volunteer help. That would be huge for us. And just telling more people about us, sending people to our website, telling them to support these kids that are going through some of the toughest battles in their lives by giving them something as simple as a costume, toy, or accessory.
Just to have fun for a minute.
Yes.
We're going to talk about this again at the end, but just to clarify for everybody, what is that website?
It's chelseahicksfoundation.org.
Okay, so everybody can write that down right now and go check that out. Now, going to the Oregon Charity Championship Golf Tournament, and we'll talk about the golf side, but say the Chelsea Hicks Foundation does win and wins the prize there, what would be what you would use those funds for?
Those funds will be to help support our costume program. Predominantly, we have children that ask us for special request costumes. Those costumes can vary anywhere between, $30 to $100, depending on if they're in a wheelchair and need an adaptive costume. So because of those special requests, that's something we're always needing to fill. People are generous and donate costumes, but those special requests, we get those daily and trying to be able to get the kids the costumes they want. So really, we would use that money to really keep our costume supply going so that we could give those out. We give out more than 2,500 costumes every year right now. And so our inventory is constantly being turned over.
Yeah, 2,500 costumes. That's a lot of help that you're doing with that. Well, with the golf side of things, I have to ask, how is your golf game and will you be participating in the tournament yourself?
I am lucky enough not to be participating. I have 4 amazing golfers that have agreed to golf in our honor. They've all been touched by a cancer journey in some aspect and are connected to a board member of ours that went through a cancer journey for their daughter. And so they followed Lucy's journey and they're golfing in Lucy's honor. And so it'll be really exciting to have them be a part of this.
That's great. I mean, and one of the big things about this, it's a tournament, but it's so many great organizations and nonprofits and charitable people out there helping the community in so many different ways, just like you are with your organization. So that's fantastic. And as I mentioned, to come back to it one more time, so everybody is really aware of this. What is the email?
chelseahicksfoundation.org.
chelseahicksfoundation.org. Well, Alison, thank you very much for sharing some of this with us today and everything that you're doing there to help out so many people. I mean, 2,500 costumes a year, and maybe people can obviously donate and help out and keep those supplies stocked. And we really appreciate you joining us here on Fox 12 Now.
Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And for everybody watching too, this is, as I mentioned, this is Fox 12 Now, so we are live streaming here, and we do this every day. Covering a wide range of topics, so thanks for being a part of this. If you'd like to check out some of our past segments, you can go to our YouTube channel for Fox 12 Oregon. You can go to kptv.com or the Fox 12 Now tab, or you can download that Fox 12 Oregon app. Those are all great ways to find us both live and after the fact. So thank you for joining us. We have more this afternoon, so I will be back on whatever platform you're on. I will talk to you then. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.